Testing. Hope that's working okay.
Hey mate, how's it going? Well, morning riders, hope you're well. It's, what is it? Sort of 9 o'clock, 9:05, thereabouts. Leaving Auckland, heading down to Christchurch. Got a conference in Christchurch. And so what better way to travel to Christchurch than to go on two wheels rather than a flight. Tonight, aiming to get down to Paraparaumu. There's about 600 k's or thereabouts. We're pulling through Kaikoura. We're going to turn off shortly. We're going to take the western route around Lake Taupo. Some good rural machinery on the roads today. Resisting the temptation to stop for more pies on the way down and try and do Turangi essentially in one hit. Just coming around and going to cross the Whakamaru Dam. Oh well, once was, look at that. Then head down towards Waimate, hopefully stopping by for a little look on the Chukino ski access route, maybe get the drone up. 3 farm utes in front. I'd be guessing genuine farm utes too, as opposed to the Auckland variety. Now to the left, we should have a really good view of Lake Taupo. Just look out there. A little bit of Lake Taupo. We've done about 330 k's and almost 4 hours. I think it's about 9:05 when we left, and it's about 5 to 1 now. I'm just going through this Tongariro Park, desert road kind of area. Well, the desert road may not have actually sort of started yet, but this sort of domain, I just love it through here. Oh yeah. Gosh, it's beautiful through here. We've got Ruapehu off to the left, and Narahoe just popping out to the right. Chukino Access Road. Let's say, oh, it says no to drones. No way. This is one of the magnificent views as you come down the road towards Waimate. Pulling through Waimate, the military museum. We've just passed the turn off to the Napier Taihape Road, or the road across to Napier, Jetawani. Pulling through Taihape. Back of this car carrier, you got a Citroen 2CV. Beautiful. Go, let's do a little once through Hunterville. The Apple Hotel, I mean, this really does stand out. Is there anything else hiding up there? There probably are a few things. We're pulling into Bulls. What about the antique bull along here? There it goes. The previous bike got photoed by that bull. She's busy in bulls. Golly. Oh, the wild bean bull. Nice. What you got for us, Foxton? Your main street, called Main Street. What a beautiful colour. Sports bar, function centre. Bit of fishing tackle over here. What is that? And you got your lawyer. We're only 48 minutes from the destination in Paraparaumu. Good morning riders. We're just on the way to the ferry from the Kapiti Lindale Motel. This time it's 7 o'clock. 7:45 is last check-in, and we're on target for 7:30. So just sort of 45 k's, quick run down. Looks like it's about half an hour. We're obviously on what's known as Transmission Gully now. Yeah, this is my first time on this part, and crikey, what a joyously smooth road it is. Picton Ferry. Yes mate, thank you. Thanks. Thank you. We're hitting Picton, which is fantastic. And now the old run down to Kaikoura. Let's head into the Picton town centre. Have a quick coffee perhaps first. What are you fellas doing Well, how awesome is that? Catching up with Glenn and Marty. I obviously did know that we're catching up. They're going to come on down to Kaikoura and then actually ride back to Blenheim. A nice day ride. Anyway, we just had a nice sausage roll and a coffee in Picton. See you down the road a bit. We just pulled through Blenheim. Yeah, this is what it's all about. Marvellous. There is a truck winding its way up about 1 kilometre in front of us. And see a view down. A lot of great activity. So we're just heading out towards Ward Beach. Ward Beach.
You want me to do a wheelie through it?
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome at Ward Beach. Oh yeah, this is one of the best overlooks there is. Pulling through Kaikoura. There's a store over the end now. Looks like it. This is definitely one of the oh wow views on this road down here. The mountains and check out the snow in the background. Waipapa Bay. Through the earthquake, lost a lot of these cool houses, but here's one here. Oh yeah, that is one of the views. I didn't realise there'd be so many seals here, but if you can look down there, there are loads even down on the beach. So pulling into Kaikoura, we'll head up to the accommodation where I'm staying, but Marty and Glenn are going to be turning around. Mate, how are you? Sorry, you're being filmed. What's that?
Can't go anywhere without being filmed.
Oh, I know, that's right. Mate, I'll take the glove off and shake your hand. How are you? Long time.
30-something
Well,
years.
what's that?
30-something years.
Oh. Okay. All good? So Dan is an old schoolmate of mine. We were at high school together, and he's got that marvellous Triumph Tiger Rally Pro. Anyway, we had an awesome evening staying at that place, catching up, recounting old stories, and sure do many missions in the future. And anyhow, we're going to just pop down into Kaikoura, then get on the road down towards Christchurch, stopping for a little coffee, pick me up, I think, in Clarence. Look at this. Beautiful. Kaikoura is a gorgeous place. Sort of the rugged seascape. I mean, it looks quite gentle at the moment, but it definitely comes in, and you know, a lot of rocky sort of outcrops. You got the seals and the like. A lot of seals yesterday on that run down. You got some, like a whale tooth monument there, which sort of commemorates, well, hopefully the whales actually rather than the whalers, but I think it is a memorial for whalers. There used to be a lot of whaling. Now there are whale watching tours, which is a much better idea. Well, there's a bit of cloud and a little bit of drizzle and possibly a bit of rain due. So I've got the ridiculous neon suit in the event that it tips down on the way heading down south. I don't fancy getting wet jocks on the way to the conference today. There's a good burger place here, the Jailhouse Burgers. We've been there before. Get some gas in. Oh, there he is. What a nice bike. This really is one of the iconic stretches on this Kaikoura road. Oh yeah. The earthquake sort of damage and sort of lift and stuff is a little bit less evident now. You can't see quite the same discoloration on rocks and things like that, although obviously all this retaining and like the catcher's mitt sort of just up to our right here will no doubt forever be a feature going forward, winding our way up the Hunderlee road or up the Hunderlees, and it's beautiful, and it's a nice mixture of sort of being wet but not actually really raining. We were talking about doing the inland Kaikoura route, but I unfortunately, just with my conference and stuff, just wanted to get down to Christchurch. But pulling into Cheviot. I bet you that man knows his pies. So we had a bloody good scone and coffee a second ago. Was it the Huranui? I missed it. Snow fed. That nice colour coming down. Pulling into Christchurch. A big thanks to Marty and Glenn for that chaperone from Picton down to Kaikoura, and then fantastic catching up with Dan in Kaikoura and coming back to Christchurch with him. Got a conference at Tapuia, which is the new conferencing facility. There's still rebuild happening in Christchurch by the looks of it. Gosh, it's such a different cityscape. There's very little left from pre-earthquake. I mean, obviously some of those older buildings are left. That Crown Plaza building up there. Some of these old ones on the right. But a lot else is new, and a lot of empty park spaces, which once of course had lots of buildings on them. There's some nice new buildings. A few being repaired there. Pretty sure one of the companies we knew quite well Used to have offices in there. It is derelict now and looks knackered. Well, greetings riders. Pulled out of Christchurch at about 5 o'clock. It's now sort of, I think, 10 to 6. So just sort of filled up an ambulance about 10 minutes ago and now turned off on the road over towards the west coast, and we're heading up to Murchison. So about 300 k's from Christchurch, and then tomorrow morning going up to Nelson, where I've got a meeting at 8:45. So that's another sort of hour and 40 up the road, I think, from there. So it'll be another early start tomorrow morning. I think it's going to be quite cold close to Murchison tomorrow morning. At about that time it might be sort of -2, -1. Always good coming down through Waikare, the Wicker Pass Railway. Oh my gosh, can you see those views out through there of the Southern Alps? Well, we're boxing on, and what are we? We're must be 2 hours into it, because it would have been sort of 3 hours 40, I think. It was sort of an hour 20 to go, and we're about 30 k's from Springs Junction. Just coming through some of this forest here in the beginnings of the Lewis Pass. Not too much traffic on the road. It was a good and a bad thing. Bad in the sense that there's been a few little animals about, a few possums. We stopped at Springs Junction, and it's been cold actually, so I've just put the heated jacket on just to warm up a bit. It'll start kicking in a second. So Murchison 85. Well, the heated jacket is definitely working. I'm pleased to put it on. I toyed with just riding for the hour, but actually it's pretty chilly. Pulling into Murchison. Gonna get some gas, but also keep an eye out for any food that might be open. Hoping there might be a pub or something with some food on. We've got an RD here for that'll be a 24 hour, I'd say. Oh no, it's got 95. I'm talking about, let's do it. Okay, let's check it out. What you got for us, Murchison? Closed. Ooh. Might be a bit rooted for food. Takeaway's closed. Cafe closed. Somebody's treasure closed. Groceries closed. Closed. All closed. Reception closed. Okay. Good morning from a very cool Murchison, 0 degrees. On the road shortly up to Nelson. So heading up to Nelson, the microphone wasn't working. Stunning scenery, and the temperature was warming up from basically 0 to a nice temperature. Then around Nelson, quick breakfast after my meeting, then on the way around towards Rye Valley and Queen Charlotte Drive. Absolutely classic. When I came into Rye Valley, I could see this motorbike on the other side of the road flashing its lights at me. I thought, crikey, that's a friendly person. Then I realised it was Marty who had come to meet me on the road, having a slow day at work, and decided to come and join me, just following my spot. Microphone still not working at this time. Anyway, we pulled into Havelock for a cup of coffee before continuing around onto the Queen Charlotte Drive. And there's been a few slips and slides on the Queen Charlotte Drive. Check this view out. This road would be beautiful to live on, but no doubt your access might be denied from time to time. That's it.
How much time you got?
6 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all good. Time for a selfie. Mate, better go. Thank you very much again. Bloody awesome. Well, welcome to Wellington. Oh yeah. Start heading up to Auckland. Now we're on Transmission Gully coming out of Wellington. Oh, it's flowing smooth. I tell you what, after the ferry, the traffic was just jam-packed. A little bit of lane splitting. I was overheating. Golly gosh. Quick fill up in Paraparaumu. We're pulling through Bulls, 130, 140 k's north of Wellington. It must be going to close to zero because it is flipping cold. I can't wait for the heated grips to warm up. That's really it. Thanks, buddy. Well, I don't know if you can see it or not. If I look out over there, the iconic Lake Taupo, but it's there. You can see it on the GPS ahead if you can look down at it. So decided to call it a night. The wisdom of my lovely wife came through asking if I'd stopped yet. I think it's best that I probably do. I found a place to get into, so I'll do that and then just do the final 3 hours tomorrow morning. I was pretty keen to just gaff it back home though, I must admit. Tomorrow morning we're coming out of Taupo. Now I stayed the night in Taupo and pretty good night's sleep, sort of 12 to 5:45 I think, and we're on the road for 7. Aiming for Auckland, about 3 hours and 270 k's. Got to get a bit of brekkie in Kaikoura. Tasty, not the healthiest, but it'll do the job. Got his riders just finished up at work. It's about 4 o'clock. And heading home, so I got into the office up from Taupo about 11 AM. That's it. The trip is done down to the conference in Christchurch. And back via Nelson. Great catching up with the guys on the road. Marty, Glenn, Dan and Marty again. It was about 2,200 k's so far. Not crazy numbers, but yeah, decent distance. Really happy about how the bike has gone. Two things sort of stand out as well, I have to say. One is this new screen that I have on is awesome. It really has taken the wind both off my helmet but also off the shoulders, because it's a little bit taller, a little bit wider, and it's got kind of a lip coming up. And the second thing is I must have perfected the Airhawk seat, which, you know, you blow up with a little bit of air. And previously I had such a sore ass. Oh, the tank bag is on its final legs, the zip is going, and it's just so big and bulky. I actually got it free from the guy who sold me the GS that I have. The zip's going, and I had a few instances on this trip where like the horn was going off. I was beeping the horn, you know, by turning sort of left, and the horn would hit the side of the tank bag. I did that in the motel that I tried to get into last night at about 10:30, and I've done it several times before. It's really don't want to be doing that. And the second thing is on the other side, just when we're mucking around in the grass at Ward Beach, I hit the stop button a few times, and so I actually killed the engine on the bike when I was, you know, just manoeuvring around. That's not ideal either. So anyway, it's time to invest in a new tank bag. Anyway, hope that's been interesting. And there's some bits of the trip that have been enjoyable. Thank you very much for watching it. Appreciate that. I'm really interested in any thoughts or comments that you may have on it. I get a bit of enjoyment out of that, and it sort of helps to factor into the next one. So all the best to you and your riding, or whatever you're doing. Cheers. Bye for now.